Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel Held Dominance. Anthony here. Please remember to like and subscribe, and also click that notification bell if you're enjoying what you're seeing and want to see more. Coming up, a Rugby League retrospective as we look back at the £1 million game between Hull KR and Salford Red Devils from 2016. The £1 million game. What it meant back in the day is jeopardy. Nowadays, it's more about promotion. It's now called the £1 million game for a team who gets into Super League after winning the final playoff game of the season. Back in the day, it was jeopardy. If you didn't finish high enough, you were in the middle eights, which meant you finished in a certain position in the middle eights, you'd have to play off against a team directly below you to either stay in the league that you're in, get relegated from the league that you're in, or be promoted to the team that you're in, to the league that you're in. In this year's version, it was either a team from Super League that was going to be relegated by losing, or a team from Super League being relegated if they lose. So there was much more jeopardy. It was called the £1 million game because that was the estimated value of being in Super League compared to being in the Championship, which meant that the club's income would be completely decimated by the tune of £1 million, which meant contracts ripped up and job losses. That's how much it meant to these two teams. And it's Hull KR playing at home at Craven Park versus Salford Red Devils. So let's look at the team. Now, looking at the teams, you have Gareth O'Brien, who is at Castleford, and Niall Lavelde on Salford team, that is at Castleford as well. Then you've got Sean Kenny, who becomes Sean Kenny Dowell, who's the league captain at Hull KR. Robert Louis, who's just retired from Rugby League. Josh Jones, who is currently at Hull. And Luke Burgess, the oldest of the Burgess brothers. And also Logan Tompkins, the youngest of the Tompkins brothers. As well as Ben Murdoch-Masilla, who is now at New Zealand Warriors. On the other side, the home side, of Ken Seo, who's now at Salford. Ian Thornley at Lee, but suspected of going to Wigan. And old stagers like Terry Campese and Matthew March leading Dane Tilse, Sean Lunt, Adam Walker, Maurice Blair, and James Donaldson. The big Australian New Zealander pack. Scotland international Adam Walker, but Australian born. You know what I mean. But so Leeds legend Jamie Peacock is on the bench for Hull KR. So let's begin.
Casey, Marsh, stepping back in field.
And the Salford defenders scrambling to stop his progress. Campese again. Donaldson driving it in straight towards those posts. That's the fifth tackle. Lunt, short ball, and good defence. Walker has got that down, I think. He has. Donaldson still going.
Well, it's just all heart, isn't he, Donaldson? A word to all situations.
Opportunity now for Mantellato. Move!
Now that was some finish to that try, wasn't it? Josh Mantellato was also the kicker at that point. As you can see, 10 points to 0 after he converted one and missed that one to convert his own try. It was going all Hull KR's way in the first 15 minutes, and they were ahead by rights. But here came back Salford.
Goal! Move! 2, goal. He's okay.
Play continues! And Salford hit back. Ben Murdoch-Masilla with the try.
Hold. Goal.
Tompkins
4.
about 5 metres out. Ben Murdoch-Masilla looking for his second try. Plenty of strength from the second rower.
Release 5.
But he's held
Goal.
virtually on that try line. On the last now. Dobson going for the power play, the ball out wide, and they are in, and Emeralds gets the try. And Salford hit back.
And that's how we got to second half. Hull KR converted the penalty just before half-time as well, but Salford were in the ascendancy for most of that latter half of the half, and James Webster's Hull KR were finding Salford on a roll at this point. But as we come into the second half, we're 15 minutes in, the scores are still 12-10, and look at the position that Hull KR have got the ball, and it's on the 4th as well.
Goal 4. 5. Move.
They
Goal
can't
5.
watch some of them. They can't watch the drama, the tension. Graham Horn. Horn puts a little kick in. And Mins! Has he got a try?
18 points to 10. That was a great little kick. It was a great inspirational kick by Thorne, Richard Thorne. His namesake was a good kicker as well, but it was a tough old kick to do with that much pressure, and to have that perfect weight so that his winger Mins can come in and score that try. And then Montellano actually converting it from that distance out, and I think he was left-footed, so it was suited him at that point. What a kick that was. And OKR were in the ascendancy. I've just got to say that we're now 2 minutes from the end. Hull KR had just bombed another attempt to score, and Salford were just throwing it about at this point, but going nowhere. But one little break by Martin Dobson. Yes, that Martin Dobson. Put them back into position. 2 minutes left. Can Salford get over the try line?
Here is Krasnicki.
5.
That's the last.
Jamie!
Oh, that's the 5th
Hold.
tackle.
Goal 5. Well back.
And Tompkins. Dobson now. Dobson flings the pass. Griffin out the side door, and Evans is in. Niall Evans gets the try.
Well back.
And Tompkins. Dobson now. Dobson flings the pass. Griffin out the side door, and Evans is in. Niall Evans gets the try. It's right in the corner. 2 minutes to go.
What an offload by George Griffin. How the heck he got that out? And with enough gap for Evans just to go down the line to score. I think Josh Griffin did really well there, and I think that was one of the reasons that he signed on for either Hull. Yeah, I think it was Hull at this point. And now they were the sort of plays that got him that attention, so that he could go that way. What a bleeding pass, eh? Tell me what your thoughts are.
They're looking for this flank again. They're looking for Ebbels. They're looking for Ebbels. They've got Josh Griffin. Griffin has got Ebbels. Ebbels cuts in field and it's cut down by Mins.
Look at the time on the clock. There's 5 seconds left. 5 seconds. Right here. Salford missed the kick. But they are in the Hull KR's half. And they did a break, so the defence is trying its hardest to get back, to cover in. Are they going to make it? Well, if you've seen it before, you know the answer. But this is what happened.
5 seconds to go. It's with O'Brien, it's with Dobson, it's across the field, there goes the hooter, the pass was forward surely, it's with Johnson, Johnson in the corner, Johnson for the Salford Red Devils, and Salford have tied the scores.
What a cracking end of a game, eh? But why are they still going? Why are they still going here? Why is it on 44 seconds? Because Hull KR and Salford were tied at full time, and the game needed a winner. There has to be a decision. Who was going to be relegated to the Championship? And here's the epic finish. We're in the first period of extra time. Salford on the last tackle after their first set from the kickoff. This is what they do.
It's next goal wins, whether that's a penalty try or a drop goal. They've
gone for it. O'Brien has gone for it, and he's got it. O'Brien has saved Salford.
Wow.
From almost on the halfway line. Gareth O'Brien has left Hull Kingston Rovers' hopes in tatters with a monster drop goal.
And there's the scorecard. 19 points to 18, and it finished. And Hull KR were relegated from the Super League, and Salford stayed up, which was a benefit for them. After the next couple of years, they got into the Challenge Cup final in 2018. Unfortunately, win that one. And also the Super League Grand Final, which saw one of the biggest attendances for the game as well, as Old Trafford, the base, is 3 miles, and actually in a Salford postcode, 3 miles away from Salford. So there's the scorers. Adam Walker opened the scoring. Montelato scored the second try, and he kicked 1 goal in the first half, and a penalty at the end of the first half. Then Thomas Mins scored in the second half for OKR, with Josh Montelato kicking that goal, which was a big kick to be fair. Left-footed, I was right, confirmed. But Salford had Ben Murdoch-Masila, who's playing his training at the New Zealand Warriors and doing quite well there, not tearing up trees. And Niall Evelds, who scored 2 tries on the day. And also Greg Johnson scoring that one right at the end. Jamaican international setting up a grandstand finish. Gareth O'Brien only kicked 1 goal during that game from the tee after the try. But the one at the end of the game, which could have won it in normal time, was full of controversy, as a bottle of cola came on as he was kicking it, which put him off. But because he kicked it, it was counted as a miss. It was right out on the touchline, so it was a percenter that possibly would miss. But then, the epic of all epics finishes. Gareth O'Brien slotting one over from just inside the KR, almost 50 metres away from it. A drop goal. Last tackle. Extra time. At an away ground. Yes, there weren't many blockers or chasers or people rushing the kicker. He won. He won the game. He had the cojones to put it over from that distance. What a game. Now, tell me your thoughts of what you thought of the game at the time, and what nostalgia rugby league can do, what heartbreak it can give. If you're a whole KR fan, tell me how you thought on that day. No, I was watching it and I was like that. My stepfather was there that day. Yeah. He didn't come back until the next day, I think. He spent the night in the pub. He didn't get home. That's one of those that were epic. Thank you so much for watching. Tell me what your thoughts are in the comments. Should I do more of these type of videos? That'd be excellent if you think they're good. But in the meantime, stay safe, all the best, and I'll see you in the next video.